How you doing? It's a cold morning out here. It's been raining all night. It's also my day off. So I decided to just grab coffee. Alafu nikuja hapa, let's have gumzo. Now the reason I'm doing this video this morning is because I have been online. A few minutes ago, when I woke up, I went online. And I've been going through TikTok, going through Instagram, and going through Facebook. And I am surprised at how many people are giving up right now. I'm surprised that there are so many people who are giving up in life right now. So nikaamua to just come here and let's just have this conversation. I saw this on somebody's TikTok, and for me, ile kitu, I'm not really talking about like coming here and posting something on TikTok. I'm just saying this guy literally wrote, he's talking to people when you may give up in life and they are suicidal. So ameandika hapo hivyo comment vizuri, akaandika, instead of committing suicide, why not talk about it? And so nikaingia kwa comment section, and I've been going through the comments, and let me tell you, the amount of people who have given up in life right now who are not talking about it ni wengi. Just last week there was this girl who committed suicide in Nairobi at KICC. Alijirusha from some office floor there, and committed suicide. Just last week, I have a friend of mine who committed suicide. Just last week. And this year alone, I have 4 people who have committed suicide. And I felt the need for us to come and have this conversation. My people, the rate at which people have given up in life is alarming. The number of people who I have seen posting things concerning dying is alarming. Nilikuwa na watch comments fulani kwa Twitter about the lady who committed suicide. You remember the lady who committed suicide last week at KICC? And somebody ilikuwa post hapo picha yake, and of course the story of what happened. Walikuwa wameenda this expo with one of either her friends or her family, and they had a stand where they were selling things, and so somewhere in between she stuck in there, akadisappear, and the next thing they know, they heard people screaming akiwa amekufa. For me, it's not really much about that person who committed suicide. It's the fact that I looked at the comment section and I saw so many people wameandika, at least she had the courage to do it. Others said, I wish I could do the same. I'm looking at the comment section and I'm seeing so many people have given up in life. I'm seeing a huge number, and it is alarming. For real, it is alarming. And I don't know who is watching this video, but come on, watch a video and you've come to the end of your life. Now, one, there's nothing much I can do about that. But I would advise that before you give up in life, talk to someone. Please talk to someone. I know this year, 2024 has been tough. It has been tough for people in business, has been tough for people in relationship, has been tough for married people, has been tough for everyone. We have lost so many people this year. And the way things are looking right now, it does not even look like things are going to become better anytime soon. But I would like to urge kila msee manze, find someone and talk to them. Find someone and talk to them. Kwa TikTok, as I was looking through these guys, I think anaitwa Ondimu or something. His name is Ondimu. Alipost ameandika tu kitu hapo hivyo, and guys went to the comment section, and I'm telling you there are like 600 by the time I was looking at the comment section, there were about 605 comments. I have seen parents. There's a lady actually who said alitoka kwake jana jioni, aliangalia watoi wake, they don't have a place to stay, they are living with a friend, and she just took a walk. And she, as she was commenting, she had not come back yet. It was already 9:45 or something. The rate at which people have given up in life is really, really alarming. I don't know what's going on in relationships. I don't know what's going on in your mind, in your heart right now. I don't even have the words that I can tell you that may give you hope. The only thing I can say is, I think the one thing that I got from looking at all the comments, both on the TikTok video and on the lady who committed suicide last week post video, comments zake, is people have really given up. And the only thing mi naeza sema is that I don't know your situation. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you're struggling with. I don't know what is paining you today. I don't know what is happening in your life right now. Maybe you're at a point where you're looking at your life and you're saying, my best days are behind me. And you're looking forward na unaona ni kama hakuna hope. Nothing is working out for you. I think it was yesterday that I did the video and I was talking about dating a divorcee. But throughout the video, there is one thing I didn't say. Is that when in 2020, in the year 2020, during COVID, when I found out that my ex-wife was having an affair, that thing broke me. Ilinivunja vibaya sana. Because I was working so hard. I was doing my best to make sure that everything was good. I was doing my best. I was not financially able yet, but I was doing my best to make sure that one, all the bills were paid, there was food, and we were straight. I was doing my best to provide as the husband. I was doing my best to love and protect. There were so many times, about 2 times, that kulikuwa na wezi walikuja hapa kwa hao, trying to break the door. I mean, late hours. And during those times, usingizi ilikuwa ikuji sana because I was really going through it and I was really wondering, how will I provide for my wife today? So nilikuwa na a lot of sleepless nights. So on the 2 occasions that thieves came into the compound, I was awake. And I got up, nikawasha stima, security light, and they disappeared. They ran. And the second time they did the same thing, and I called for help, and guys came. And again, I was able to protect my family. So to say. Only to later come and find out that he was having an affair with someone. And that thing broke me. That thing broke me so bad. And I remember every day leaving the house wishing to not come back. I remember every day leaving in the morning, na sababu hakukuwa na matatu area zetu, so I had to walk a lot. So I would be walking, I'd be doing like 4-hour walk. I didn't have a motorcycle then, so I was just, kazi ilikuwa kuhustle daily, and that thing really broke me as a man. And in my mind, I knew there was no one I could talk to. So I had to go through it alone. And every day as I'm walking out there, going to work, kuna time nilikuwa hadi na wish gari tu lose control inigonge ni dedi. I felt like I was useless. I felt useless because I looked at myself, nikajiangalia nikaona ni nini sijafanya. What am I not doing right? And that, looking at that led, mi nimse siongeagi sana, I'm more of an introvert. So most of the time, in fact, I think I've had more videos because I don't talk to people randomly. So I remember one morning, I'm going out there and I was just wishing gari, unajua sana natembea kwa highway. Hakuna magari. I mean, it's during COVID, so a lot of kulikuwa na roadblock ya kutoka Nairobi ku crossover ilikuwa like an hour from here, an hour walk from here. And so before ufike kwa roadblock unatembea. So I mean, you're meeting people who are walking. People are just in their walk, going, wanaenda shughuli tu zao there. Aya, naenda business, I mean, I cook. I mean, I've done a video, like the third video from this one shows you exactly what I do. So unapeleka mandazi kwa supermarkets na shops. Remember, this is during COVID, so people are home. Nafika kwa shops and unakuta kama nilikuwa nimesupply kwa shop moja, nilikuwa nimesupply 20 packets on Friday. Leo ni Monday. Napeleka saa zingine fresh because in my mind I'm hoping that wase wamekula. Business is all about hope anyway. Hope and faith, just having crazy faith, hoping that, you know what, I hope leo ndauza, watu washakula zimeisha. So I would go to the supermarkets and I look at the shelves, and a lot of times nilikuwa napata zile mandazi nilikuwa nimeacha hazijakuliwa. So all I could do was replace. Nimekuja na fresh, I replaced the old ones with. So kama nilikuwa nimebeba mzigo ya about 100 packets, I only sell about sikuwa nafikisha 100, so let's say 50 packets. So if nimebeba mzigo ya 50 packets, unakuta ninauza let's say 30. 20 ni za kureplace. So that means ile kazi nilikuwa nafanya that whole year 2020 ni hand to mouth. So the little I would make, I would come back home, do a little shopping here and there, nakuja nayo home. Now imagine you're doing all that and then still paying the bills, making sure that the house is straight, everything is good, only to find out that this person you're with is literally having an affair and complete, that is complete disrespect. Hiyo ndio madharau ya hali ya juu mse. And so every day I felt like dying. Every day. I mean, business is not there. I'm really working hard, trying my best. Alafu, the thing is, I'm walking, so I cannot go. Siwezi enda mbali sana. I didn't have a motorcycle then. I bought the bike like a year later. But imagine going through all that, and then this person is playing games, but you still committed to them, and I felt like dying. I felt useless. I remember talking to a friend of mine and telling them, bro, mi nina feel useless sahi. I felt worthless. No matter what I did, nothing was working. It was not working for her. It was just bad. But and then remember, this is 2020, it's during COVID. Si ile time ati unaweza pack up uishie. Si time unaweza sema, you know what, let me get another house and just leave this one here. Everything you have is everything you have. So where's it to pack up and leave? So things were going from bad to worse. And the more I was trying, the more it wasn't working. And I felt useless. I felt worthless. I felt there was no need of me being here. At one point, I even got sick. And I looked at her and I'm like, this person cannot really help me. I remember during that time I got pneumonia or something. And it was painful, but I still had to work through the pain. I'm working through the night. Naingia jikoni through the night because during the day she's home and during the day ndio naweza enda kuuza. So I'm in the kitchen the whole night cooking. So napigwa na baridi nini. I live in Limuru, so it's a cold, especially at night. It's normally temperatures really go low. So during that time I got pneumonia. And I'm in the kitchen and I'm cooking. All of a sudden there's this heavy pain from my chest. I'm like, bro, I can't do this. And there's nothing she could do. I looked at the situation. I'm like, there's nothing this person can do for me. So I have to be strong and still continue working. Nimalize kupika because nishakanda unga. Sitaki hii unga ipotee because hii unga ikipotea, that means income ya leo hakuna. Niko na pain. Pain like crazy. But I had to work through it. Hiyo usiku nikapika, nikamaliza, nikapack. The next morning I still had to wake up in pain, go out and sell, and then take myself to Hosi. Now, remember kuna COVID, so Hosi, most of the hospitals ziko na restrictions. So I had to go to a clinic. And I went there and I got checked, nikapewa dawa nini, so I took the medication, nikameza. Luckily, it wasn't so bad. Ilikuwa tu ni severe pneumonia, inaitwa bronchopneumonia or something, just affects one side of the lungs. And so I took the medication, I recovered. While I'm still taking the medication, I'm still working. There's no time to do a day off. There's no time for me to rest. There's no time for me to sit back. Because even when I sit back, I'm sitting back looking at this woman. Every time she goes on the phone, she's talking to someone else. I know that, and she does not know I know. Because I don't want to show it to her. I'm still trying to fix things. And the moment I told her, she's like, I was so broken. But I had to stick it on until the end of the marriage, which was in 2021 August. So 2020 and 2021, I'm going through it. Remember, this is the same time I'm in radio. I've done so many radio videos here. You can go check them out. Iyo time yenye niko kwa radio. This is going on. Business is not happening. Radio is not paying. Because remember, hiyo ndo time also I received pay cuts because of COVID. It didn't make sense because that's the time when listenership was high. But anyway, hiyo tunasahau. But niko kwa radio. People still expect me to do a good show when I'm on air. When I make my mandazi, people expect that mandazi zitakuwa poa. Irregardless, those who are buying from me directly. I'm sick. I'm heartbroken. I'm living with someone who's playing games. And there's nothing I can do about it. Imagine that pressure. Bro, I remember during that time I just prayed. And I know this is cliche. And I don't go to church, by the way. But I remember telling God, help me make it through today. Every morning I would wake up. And every morning because I would spend the nights in the kitchen. So I could leave the bedroom so she can sleep and whatever. And every time kulikuwa kuna kucha, I would tell God, help me make it through today. I do not have the strength to go a month. Just help me make it through today. That was my prayer every day. Another day would go. Another day would go. Another day would go. The end of 2020 came. 2020 came to an end. I was broke. I didn't have anything. I remember even that year I didn't even have the desire to go anywhere. So in 2021 we separated. Now separation, this is the controlled separation. Is where I slept in the other bedroom and she took, tunaishi the same house, we're sleeping in separate bedrooms. As many married people today are doing. And every day I would go into my room I mean, this time imekuwa worse. I can't help it. I can't help it. Because at this point nishakubali huyu dem haoni anything good than nafanya. So definitely she's finding pleasure in someone else, but she's committed to me and there's nothing I can do for her. So I decided let's separate so that we could give ourselves time to actually think about what we actually want. So we did that, separated, separate bedrooms. Ikafika mahali we were not even seeing each other. So mi nilikuwa nakuja, najipikia, nakula, naenda kulala. Yeye anaingia saa zile ataingia. You know, it was just a whole mess. Of course, during that time, I'm also trying out counseling. And of course, I can't tell the counselor exactly what's going on inside of me, bro. Unamwambia tu, hey, this is what's happening in my marriage, because we are only in counseling for marriage. We're not in counseling for personal shit. So mi niko hapa, I'm going through it, bro. And it's painful. But hakuna mse unaweza ambia. Wala wase wote walikuwa wameishi kunipiga pressure before nioe. Bro, miaka inaenda, nini? Tunataka wajukuu, nini. During this time, they were not there. I could not reach out to anyone. I had to die with it. And I felt hopeless. And that's why now I felt so helpless and so... But every day nilikuwa naambia God, nipatie tu nguvu ya make it through today. Kesho itajisort. Kesho itajisort. Help me make it through today. That was my prayer every day. Eventually one thing led to another. Ikafika mahali nikaona we are not going anywhere. So I told her one morning, hey, listen, I don't think this is working. We've been separated. We've done everything. I've tried my best to provide. I've tried my best to be there. I've never cheated. I've never played games. I've been honest 100%. But this is going nowhere. It's only right for us to go our separate ways. And still, because I cared for her, I told her, hey, listen, to make it easy for us, I will leave. I will find a casingo room and go start afresh. I was willing to just let it go because there was nothing I was doing. Nothing I was doing mattered, nothing. You know, I felt so, nilikuwa hapo. I was tired. But then things went the way they went and she chose to leave and I was like, okay. So I was left in the house to start afresh. And at that point I was like, at least I have me now. The marriage is over. This is something I've never shared. This is something I've never shared with anyone. So this is the first time I'm speaking about this. And this is the main reason why I always say I don't want to be married again. Now, oh, there's always somebody nice. I see guys on comments. I see guys texting me, calling me. There's always somebody nice. There's somebody better. But listen, having been through that and having gone through that period, I would never want to have that again. Now, the main reason for this video is not to talk about whatever it is. I'm just here to encourage someone who's feeling that they've come to an end. Take it one day at a time. Just take it one day at a time. During this whole time, I've told you business was slow, things were not working out. I took loans. Like I said, I've never shared this with anyone. So I took loans to be able to buy stock. And now, because now the restrictions, zile zilikuwa 2020 zilikuwa zishaondolewa, now I was able to expand and go to other places and be able to sell and reach out to more people. And now the income was coming in and I was able to build myself. And now during this time now is also the time when she left, things opened up in business. And I was able to rebuild myself again to the person you're looking at today. But I was thinking about it just a few minutes ago and I was like, how did I make it through that time? Sometimes even I myself do not know. If I was to go through that same thing again, I don't think I would make it through the way I have done this time. But there was a strength that I got that is supernatural. That's why I said prayer. Prayer helped me. Though sikuwa naenda church, I don't go to church even today. But for some reason, looking back, I see like God answered the prayers. Like they always say, hindsight is 2020. You're able to see clearly looking back. So if you're watching this video and you're feeling like it's the end of you, you're feeling useless, you're feeling like there's no reason, there's no need for you to live, unaangalia around, unaona pengine uko na watu wao, you're like, the only thing that is keeping you alive is those kids. My advice for you would be just take it one day at a time. Ask God to help you make it through today. Wachana na kesho, wachana na next month. Just make it through today. Kesho itajisort. There's a verse in the Bible that says, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will take care of itself. You have today. Live your life today. I pray that you get strength to make it through today. Just today. Whether you're going to, whether you're only gonna make it through in one meal or a three-day meal, or you're just going to suffer through it, I pray that you make it through today. Kesho itajisort. May you have the strength to make it through just today. And I know most people who are going through things, it's pain that is unspoken. And I know most people who are people of influence are going through it. Many people who are people of influence are going through it right now. Many people look up to you. And there's no one you can talk to. During this time, like I said, I was in radio. So many people were looking up to me. I was doing interviews. I was doing a radio show. I was doing this. Again, former gospel musician. I am a former gospel musician. I used to sing. So I have so many people looking up to me as a person of influence in their lives. But I'm going through this pain that is so unspoken and I cannot tell anyone about it. And looking back today, I'm so glad that I made it through one day. Because one day led to a week, led to a month, led to a year, and another year. And I am here today. I am here today. So I want to encourage you who's going through something right now. It's not over. It's not over. This life is a better place with you in it. You matter. You mean something. You're not useless. No matter what you're going through, you are not useless. I never knew this story would be a story I would use anywhere. Nimeongea na watu, nimefanya counseling, nimefanya hizo vitu zote, but I've never told this thing that I've just said on this video. I've never told it to anyone. This is the first time I've been able to speak out that pain that I was going through, because I've never had talked to anyone. Because another thing when I will say here is that when things ended for my marriage, everyone blamed me, including her friends who knew what was going on, including people that we dined with together, broke bread together, friends, people I knew before I met her, who also were her friends before we met. They all blamed me for the end of our relationship. I have people who until today they have never spoken to me. I meet them, tunapitananga kama malori. Today, that does not bother me. Today, all that does not bother me. I made peace with it. I made peace with it. I always wanted kids. I always wanted 3 kids. I even had their names. I'm turning 40. Not a single kid out there. I made peace with the fact that I will never have kids. I made peace with that. And I even have plans for my life moving forward by myself. Now, this is something I have never told anyone. I've done hundreds of videos, even here on YouTube, but I've never shared this with anyone. But today I just feel the need to share this so I can encourage you. You're looking back at your life, you're looking at things, you're like, this is where I wanted to be in life, but I'm not there yet. Listen. You're where you're supposed to be. You may not be where you wanted to be, but you're where you're supposed to be. May you find peace right there. I saw a guy, again, the reason I've been led to do this video is because I saw after watching the other one, the previous one, I saw another video of a guy saying he's looking at his life and he's feeling useless because he has no family. He does not even go home anymore. He's a prominent guy. Again, somebody of influence. We all know him. But he's struggling because he's looking at his life and he's like, life has no meaning anymore. Bro, you're where you're supposed to be. You may not be where you want to be, but you're where you're supposed to be. I never wanted to be 40, single. I never got married to be divorced. I never wanted to be childless. I never wanted this. But you know what? It is here. I made peace with it. I'm like, you know what? This is it. This is it for my life. And I'm okay with it. Because it's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted. But I'm here. And this is what it's supposed to be. And the best I can do is enjoy every minute of it. Enjoy every minute of it. However long it lasts. We're not here forever. This life is temporary. Looking at the amount of people we've lost this year, it tells you I've lost people I loved from childhood. This year alone. There are musicians I looked up to. I listen to their music every day here. They passed on this year. Life is short. Forget about tomorrow. Think about today. You're here. That's all that matters. Live in today. Ishi leo. Ishi leo. Wenye wanakupatia pressure hawatakuwa na wewe. There are many people wenye walini pressure before I got married. Oh, wewe. Oh, bwana, miaka inaenda. Wapi watoto? Wapi nini? When I was going through it in my marriage, they were not there. I was alone in there, going through it. Here I am. 3 years later, after it all ended, I'm still standing. I'm still going. One day at a time. One day at a time. I don't even care whether I ever get to where I ever wanted or foresaw my life being, but I'm going. And I'm going to die trying. I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep going. I'm not stopping. I know I am worth something. I know my life is supposed to be. Life is a beautiful place with me in it today. Please don't give up. This world is a beautiful place with you in it. If you have kids, look at them. Be strong for them. And I know that does not make sense, but let them be your source of strength. Let those kids be your source of strength. Don't give up. Don't give up. You're here for a reason, man. Don't give up, mama. Don't give up, bro. Don't give up. We still need you here. We still need you. This world is a better place with you in it. So don't give up. I would like to keep doing this video and keep going, but I have to pause at that because I want you to think about everything that I've just said. All right? It's a rainy day. As the rain drops, whether you are out there working or not, as it falls on you, let it be a source of hope. Let it be a source of hope. There are better days coming. We may not see them, but there are better days coming. If you're in business and you're going through it right now, I understand. There are better days coming. Just hold on just a little bit longer. Just hold on. Kiasi tu. It's going to work out. I don't know how, but I know it will. Be encouraged. Today, be encouraged. It's not over. All right? That's my message to you today. Peace.